disappear than to forget it all. That's why Sophie started taking pills. Pills to forget. Now, whether she started taking them on her own or was encouraged by someone else isn't exactly clear. What is clear is that she remembers almost nothing from her childhood and teenage years. All those painful events from her past, completely erased. Back in the game, Sophie approaches the mailbox, which first displays some gameplay tips over a red, glitched out background featuring the soul of Bond. But eventually, everything goes black, and a journal page appears. At the top, we see the name Linda Thompson, but just below it, the last name Crankin is crossed out in red. Linda is Felix's wife, and this shows that she's rejecting her husband's last name. Several pages follow, and while most of them are heavily censored, there are still some key entries worth noting. The first is dated October 30th, 1964. Linda writes that Felix has been acting strangely lately. She doesn't know what to do. He's been drinking excessively. Another entry from August 23rd, 1965 mentions that Linda had just moved in with Felix, and that the day before, Jack and Rosemary had welcomed their third child, Molly. She also writes that Felix and Jack were pitching their restaurant idea to a company called Cyber Tech. On December 26th, 1970, Linda describes how Felix and Jack built a doll called Rocket for Ed and Molly. She also notes that Felix drank heavily the day before, and that his alcoholism had already become a serious issue. She emphasizes that Felix is a good person deep down, but that he isn't doing anything to fix the problem, and she feels powerless. On January 3rd, 1973, Linda describes how Felix's addiction has worsened to the point where it's harming both himself and her. She no longer knows what to do. The later page, undated, is written in a tone of complete emotional collapse. Linda says she doesn't know what else to do. She simply can't go on like this. The final entry is dated May 2nd, 1974. Linda writes that she's leaving Felix and moving to her. She says their relationship was never healthy. At the very bottom, we see an apology from Felix, written in red text. Sophie whispers that she shouldn't be reading this, and at that moment, the game seems to return to normal, though normal might not be the right word anymore. The game resumes, this time with even more changes than before. The game resumes, this time with even more changes than before. The most striking one on the door to the bathroom, where Holly used to stand. More changes than before. The most striking one on the door to the bathroom, where Holly used to stand. There's now an image showing two red figures standing next to a car. It's nothing more than a premonition of what's about to happen. At this point, the background music has vanished completely. All we hear is the sound of Bond's footsteps. Sophie remains mostly silent and shocked, trying to process everything she's experiencing tonight as she walks toward Lucifer's minigame. As with the previous games, glitches and distortions here are directly tied to the person who died and is now possessing the corresponding animatronic.
I am finishing up on a drawing of my OC, Eris.
Susan's closest co-worker. Sophie comments that the game is probably trying to tell her something, maybe how these people died. During the minigame, Susan mentions they have to prepare for the pizza with right here.
Yeah, this is what I have so far.
Same car with the two red figures, as if desperate to make Sophie remember.
Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll always show when I'm done.
At one point, Sophie takes control of Lucy. Here, the game shows us Charles's death at the hands
Thank you.
of Bond, just like with the others. But how do we know it was Bond? If you look closely during the loading screen, you can briefly see a pair of bunny
Thanks.
ears slowly walking to the right.
This is what I have so far. This is actually going to be a complete drawing. This is like my second time drawing the character. So I'm gonna hurt. because I'm not finished yet, but this is going to be like a full-blown drawing on its own. Nice. And my knees way up. The good of the God. Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this.
After this reflection, the footage shows Sophie preparing to enter Sean's minigame. In this one, Sean Bond will play hide and seek, and Sophie's goal is to find the animatronic sheep. In the overworld, there are several subtle details worth noting. The presence of Chaubert, the presence of two red figures, Sophie's voice displays a wide view of the area, the distorted face of those women. When she returns to the red figures replaced by the gray matter, suggesting some kind of connection between the two. Sophie ends up selecting the chicken, where she finally finds Sean. But when she looks hard, she starts seeing great flashes of Rosemary's rainbow bond, depicted as the show. Now it's Sophie's turn to hide. She chooses the forest. But Sean doesn't take long to find her. And what she's about to show Sophie isn't going to be pleasant.
Is it gonna become my place? This will become my wave. Coming from the rain, may become a monster. Men, 600 men under my command, none of mine. 600 men, 600 miles open sea, lies in between, waiting, he's waiting for me, speed ahead, oh speed ahead, we're a cusp of 100 men, big mouths to feed, out of the price feed, all was depleted, 600 men, 600 miles to pick what we can. What's the plan? Nothing like the plan. It's far. Need us to land. I will hunt for food. My second in command. I am drawing my OC heiress. Give me a moment. I can show you the full drawing in a moment. Not soon. This is what I got so far. I started coloring it yesterday. I'm gonna get back to. I started coloring it yesterday, and I started sketching it the day before. Son, please gear up, and I'll go ahead. Thank you. Guys, you can make this whole place burn. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Before I find away we go. Nervous, do yourself a service. Relax, my friend, my blood sees what we have been through. The warm blood said, there's always way. Yes, there's so enough said. Think what we could give the person that you trust them. You stop and lower your guard. There's a all adjustment. Why it's not that hard, I'm telling you. Life is amazing. Nearly open arms. What we say is really lighting really from the heart. A place you can light up the world. Here's how to start. The world with open arms. See the world with open arms. My friends are waiting. This is warning you. Amazing. Needed open arms. My face will run free from the heart. If I could say that I agree, the way it is going, you're going to eat. You want to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. You notice controls your mind, you never let you sleep. You lay it with open arms. Theaters, you show much fun, the kindness is brave. Just where there's other food to eat. Saying there's a cave where we can face. Cave. Amazing. Much guilt inside your heart. Place it, light up the world. Here's how to start. World with open arms. World with open arms. Each world with open arms. My friend.
That we've reached the end of the Walton Files 3.
Thanks. To
Guilty as a hit.
wisdom of the war has one mission.
Which one? The song you guys sing?
Warrior,
Six to seven.
rest of skill.
He likes four.
Like boy, only the best could kill.
He's only four.
And the boy came,
He's
more
only
than
four.
thrill. Boys and small rival, girls are will.
You believe he's gonna try?
One day he'll follow me, make
Said
a greater
he's gonna try.
tomorrow. I know that he'll warrior mine.
That's a chance.
Thank you.
Guilty.
And there's skills as I teach him. There's a problem, you have the answer. Here's the warrior of the mind. Show yourself. I see you. What's your name? And then do the same. You can play this game. Be honest, you got it. And be honest, you are Athena. Badass in the arena. Let's see the green of the strategies we've seen. For a mentor, so your times well spent. As a man, best as a friend. Maybe one day you'll follow me. Make a greater tomorrow. Maybe I know you change the world, 'cause you're the warriors of the mind. And one day I'll teach them. They can build their skills as we teach them. There's a problem, they'll have the answer. You're the warriors of the mind. And make sure you don't fall behind. Get that you're a warrior, very special kind. A warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me. They're saving all this for us to keep. And to you both, this is quite the treat. Learning the opportunity to defeat the entire fleet. Almost too perfect, but to be true. Or will the love is years cast from all this food?
Next on the mini episode of Hidden Speak. Mini, recorded by Christine Marshall, standing for
You killed my sheep,
Creationist History, History of Disappearances,
my favorite sheep.
Christine works for the 57 News Channel.
Gives you the right to deal the pain so deep.
Christine interviews a mother who
What else
even explains that her daughter wants burgers to celebrate her
drink?
in a way that the
Understand
already starting to spread.
my hands.
Speaks. We've seen
Welcome back.
in her
Not to want to drink. Who came to my home to steal?
Chief
Now you become my meal.
Living into
You see, from you and the gift from me. In this understanding, never came here to steal. No, letting me, we've done some damage. Thank you. Make it kneel. Give our finest treasure. As long as you live alive, you take the world's best tasting wine. Have a drink and sip and you'll understand the power is in your hands. Why so fresh? You never wanted to be human flesh again. We'll be on our way. It was then here today. If you seek a gift from you and a gift from me.
No one has attempted to purchase it due to the urban legends surrounding
Thank you.
it. So,
Major, what's your name? Name is nobody. Nobody. Nobody.
people believe those screams came from
Yes, I want to reply. I'm so glad we see eye to eye. Yes, you shall be the final man to die.
Cyberfun Tech is the title of the song film in two files. It marks a major turning point in the series. Like the previous chapters, this one adopts much more approach to storytelling, features a stunning visual effect. It also serves as the beginning of the trilogy.
We're up our fleet, wait up the beat. If we beat it, we're good instead. Straight ahead, we're fighting. And substantial support, your swords, finally thwarted right here and now. Show us how. It is your will to survive. 100 lives to make, live life to take. Live and then I'm over. Lying on me now. It is not allowed. We live this day, so fight, fight, fight. His mind, drive the hill. Show him the words that live. Justin. Getting it close, you're really slow. Getting it close, we're out of reach. Out of reach. Stand up and fight for your life. There's 100 lives at stake. There's just one life to take. When we feel now, journey's over. Relying on us now. Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day, so fight, fight, fight.
First song in Bulletin Files 3, but this time it's reimagined with the series' brand new visual style, immediately showcasing how much the production has improved. As the siblings approach the events area to find Felix, the environment suddenly shifts. Everything turns white. For a few brief seconds, we see a strange location that we'll explore in more detail later on. The tape then cuts to the funny smiles of both ladies, followed by a beaming story. And then a scene of dancing, entertaining the guests, just before the Cyberfun Tech logo appears. From there, the footage begins to rewind, meeting several of the earlier shots.
You heard me enough.
This time showing what seems to be
100 lives will take. 600 lives will break. Living like you, there my pain is over. I'm lying here and now. Escape is not allowed. We won't live through this day. Now die, die.
Charles says he's just been hired as the computer supervisor for the Funny Smiles restaurant. Right away, he senses excitement. He's eager to get started, to move anything from potential names for the place. What's interesting is that
Swift quickly, don't have much time. Notice I mix lotus in his wine.
even before several attendances take
Was
place, he
now,
considers them ended.
not the
Then
end.
transition to a musical sequence featuring
Up
show
in where
stoppers
we
and
do our
contrapuntal
fallen
music.
from.
Sue sings Tiptoe to the
Remember
music of
them.
an animated
The
garden scene.
line begins to
The
fade.
themes drift quickly,
Fallen and
like automatic
afraid.
signals.
Not the
Finally,
victim
Shaw sees
die
Sophie
I
walking
in
into the
vain.
room.
Remember them, the ones who carry on.
The tape
The
stops
frames of
abruptly,
those who's
and
gone.
the two groups separate.
Comrades will not die in vain.
Next up,
Held hands on his club.
I can't feel anything,
This is how we're
but
getting
just
out of
as the song
here.
begins to
So why
fade,
does it stop
a
in the
red spear
stub?
suddenly appears.
The new
Sophie
giant
recovers her
spear.
breath. For a split
Now
second,
he is
she thinks that
blocking the
Wyatt might be
path.
in ambush, giving
And he's
orders.
stuck
But
inside.
it's none other than Lord Sue,
And we attack
the
him.
interesting one in the
Gotta
song.
stab him in the eye.
He is so
Remember
engrossed in the
them.
fact that the conflict
The
has
fire
begun
begins to
that he keeps
fade.
forgetting.
With
Next
fallen
up,
and afraid.
the speech
You're not
begins.
to
Shaw
let
is now
them
capable of
die
speaking,
in vain.
and understands
Remember
that
them.
which begins to grow
The
faster
ones
as the
who
music fades.
carry on.
Viewers
Names of
seem
those
to
who
be
gone.
engrossed by the
Comrades will
song
not
until the credits
die in
roll
vain.
to an end. We're then given a brief history of the showstoppers, along with a shot of the restaurant scene. The footage glitches again for a moment, and Lord Sue briefly reappears before the narration continues. To avoid repeating this constantly, it's worth noting that this happens numerous times throughout the episode. Cybertelli starts talking about the showstoppers concept, but
Who
he's suddenly
hurts you?
interrupted by a jarring tape glitch that
Won't you
cuts to a
run?
series of early sketches made by the
Who
VSO,
hurts you?
with Rosemary
Captain,
Clayton narrating
please.
the main partners.
There's
Curious detail.
nobody.
There's a cut right before Cybertelli pointing the shooter
Nobody.
at Rosemary
If
to warn her
nobody hurts
the
you,
next
be
detail,
silent. Don't
Rosemary saying
go.
that the characters was to make them visually appealing to
Have a
viewers
sheep
and
and
enhance the
away we
effect.
go.
We then see Shaw. Once again, Susan Whitting's narrates the relationship
You've
between
forgotten
Denise
the lessons I taught you.
initially
Still a
described by
threat
viewers
until
as
he's
a close
dead.
animatronics,
Thank you.
but eventually a deeper partnership was formed. Susan starts discussing her role in
What
Denise
are you
facing the
killing
stage,
to?
but sharing
She
the
is
villain's secret. This time she needs several photos of the
friends
restaurant
are
scene taken.
dead. There's blind.
Susan continues,
And you said
showing
it's
the
never
potential
dry.
connections between
A
Denise
peace to be a
such
warrior
as
of the
Frankie
night.
and the ability to interact with the
And
customers. The tape goes on to show several
in
shots of
peace.
Frankie playing animatronics, with the set in the background as they go about
That will not
what
dry
appears to be
in
stealthily.
vain. Remember them.
Eventually, we see a
That
camera
we, the
focusing on
actors not
Shaw,
to spare. Remember
but in
them.
contrast to Philip's
Remember us.
Fiona,
Remember me.
the protagonist, Rosemary
Reigning
explains
King of
that
Ithaca.
I'm sending you this letter on behalf of our deal between Dennis
Uh,
Falls and Cyberfall staff, and most importantly, the
I
welfare of our Cyberfall
don't
staff. We've been getting a lot of complaints about a member of our staff going missing who was highly associated with you and your team. Susan Woodings has been missing for a week now, and here in Cyberfrontier, we are working as hard as we can to try and manage to get in contact with her. Is there perhaps any detail you can hand us to help locate our missing employee? I'm going to be entirely honest with you, Mr. Frank, and tell you I have a ton of questions and suspicions
sometimes,
about
not
what
always,
is
but
going
I
on with your
I
company.
used to be in choir when I
If it
was younger.
seems it's making both your company and mine
Who
very
loves this?
difficult
Sentimental
to
at
solve.
best.
Again, if there's
A
anything
quote
we can do
teaching
to
of
support
mine.
Susan,
Real
phone
soft,
us back
and as friends
immediately.
can attest.
Thank you. I'll see you all
Close
soon.
your emotions aside. You're more to leave the rest. Don't know where I went wrong. I warned ya.
previously seen
You failed the
footage of a
test.
repetition of the
Now
flashback
I'm gone
scene
this way.
that
You
takes
know
place
what I
during the
think is
training
this
montage.
way. There's a line this way.
We see a
And
radio
all is
announcer
done. You,
discussing
yours
Frankie's
now
situation.
keep mine.
He
Hey,
notes
you know this
that
point me this
Denise
way.
lost his
We
identity
got time this way.
but Frankie
No
describes
Lord,
his status with
this is my
animatronics.
goodbye.
He describes them
Thank you,
as
Nice to be surprised. If this is my full name, like you, every time someone dies, I'm gonna have to deal with the strain. The title that I got us in land. I'll never sleep at night. Mind you, I saw you as a friend. Now we're done this way. You're out of my head now this way. Well, take my mind this way. All is done. Out of time, out of mind. This way. You always want it this way. Now say goodbye this way. You don't have your damn goodbye. I'm looking for a mentor. I'm not looking for a friend. Mistook you for a general. What a waste of effort spent. I know what I'm fighting for. Fighting to be known. You claim you're so much wiser. So life spent all alone. Alone.
His identification system is functioning correctly. There's also a test involving
One day you'll hear what I'm saying. One day you'll understand. One day, not today. After all, you're just a man. Never your own way this day. You want to lie this way. No time. Yeah, this is my goodbye. Oh, yeah, this is my goodbye. Oh, this is my goodbye. Yeah, this is my goodbye. Oh, this is my goodbye.
toward them without tripping over any obstacles. Everything seems to go well until, just as we saw in the notes, Benny crashes into a table, knocks it over, forcing them to end the test. We then move to the next recording, facial tracking, dated March 27, 1974. In this segment, Susan and Charles discuss Felix's absence. Susan, clearly resigned, assumes he's out drinking again. She brings up his alcohol addiction and how neither Jack nor Rosemary realize how serious it has become. Charles is shocked to learn that even Chris Easterby, another employee of Mars Burgers, knows about it, but both agree to drop the topic
Always
until the test.
make sure there's life next in the skies. No one inside. This forms a final fight. No time to die, comrades. Brace for a storm, storm, which we never seen before. Brace for a storm, storm. Those souls we must keep pushing for. Speed head towards the island, but avoid the crashing waves. That where tide is flat, and then we will be safe. Captain, the website with these waves, the sheet will fail. I've done all of my ship, but Lord that we prevail. Storm, storm, do much damage to survive. Storm, storm. We will make it alive.
11 days after the accident, Susan and Charles discuss the incident.
Island in the sky.
Charles wonders how
You just grab a harpoon, as many as you can find. What do you have in mind? Looking for the sky.
inside the restaurant.
Storm, storm. Gonna grab a harpoon and aim it high. Storm, storm. Looking for the island on the sky. In the sky.
From this happened is one of the first message plays on the radio. After that, final
Well, tell me you're about to do what I think you'll do.
So many of you probably already know.
For the legends of the island in the sky, choose their true. In the home of the wind god, many floating islands have you seen before? The home of the wind god. And on the top and asking for a hand. Till you caught off guard and lose your life. You knock this guard and you'll lose drive. You don't forget how dangerous the gods are. Hey friend, you've come this far. How much longer till the luck runs out? How much longer till the love goes out? How much longer till you open it down? We rely on it, people die on it. Oh, believe in goodness. People believe that we could be kind. Live the heart and see where it starts. There's a spark. I'm gonna go, my friends. We're gonna see another life end. Brother, I could never live without. Figure out that I could figure this out. Much longer till love runs out. How much longer till the road goes out? How much longer till the road go down? You lie on it, and people die on it. Whoa. How much longer till it takes me? Much longer till you drink fake sleep? You lie on it, and people die on it. Whoa. Thank you for your concern, but brother, I can consume. When he's almost done. I understand we're tired, I understand that we've been. You get how long you already trade. It's a hungry mental war, and one of us died here. We needed a reminder. And I can speak more, and pull you aside, and talk to you in private. How you think needs of doubt, and how you make green each route. You always believe I'll be with this, you'll die in this, okay.
Following Susan's death, the scene fades out and transitions to midnight on May 3rd, 1974. Jack Walton is driving furiously down a road, heading toward Felix Kranken's house. He pounds on the door in a rage, screaming Felix's name, but receives no answer. We see a man completely consumed by desperation. He tries peeking through the window, threatening to kill Felix if he did anything too bad. The image becomes distorted and static-filled as Jack begins slamming on the glass.
You're resistant.
Then we shift to the morning of the same day, deep in the Santa Monica forest. Felix is seen sitting at the bottom of a large pit beside the graves of Ed and Mom. The tape briefly shows the car accident.
I am the wind, lifting and turning. I am the fire, enough to stay burning. The game, I'm living in the wind. You'll get what you're earning. Look right here in this bag, and in the thermal trap. All I gotta do is not open this bag. She loves to catch. Get closer.
He's also too cowardly to take his own life and pay for what he's done. But maybe that's for the best. Living like this is a far worse punishment than simply freedom. The tape continues with the
Closer, your enemies closer.
In it, he confesses to having told Jack and Rosemary what happened. Felix describes it as the longest hour of his life.
In the back, like she doesn't lie.
Both of them hate him. In fact, he says he hates himself, and understandably so. He admits he hasn't been able to sleep, haunted by the
Yeah,
knowledge
the back knows that's how it's supposed to be. The dark has a storm inside. The treasure room will fly, go try. Don't see your enemies closer.
A constant reminder of his mistake. The tape then returns to the employee's only room right after Susan's death. Here Here we see Dawn placing her body
And
inside
so
Annie's
now they
animatronic
follow
shell.
me.
But before continuing, let's pause to briefly examine the cause of her death.
So you
Some
let
parts
me
of the series suggest
closer.
that Susan died of starvation, but that doesn't add up. She's clearly murdered by Bond in this movie, or maybe not. It's possible that Susan was still alive after the attack, but left completely paralyzed after Bond snapped her neck. Although alive, she was gravely wounded, barely able to breathe, and with her stomach feeling strange, likely due to internal damage. This could explain why she felt like she was starving to death in her final moments. As Bond continues inserting Susan's body into
So
Annie's suit,
heavy.
Rocket watches from the corner, helpless to stop Bond. We're then
What's
taken back to the
why
strange,
won't you
ethereal
let
room glimpsed at the
me
beginning of the episode. A white,
change
surreal
like
space
the
known as
same
Wonderland.
as I'm the
A haunting kind of
same.
limbo for souls who died with unfinished business. Here we see Ed and Molly in spirit form. Molly tells her brother that she wants to find Susan and help her. Ed hesitates, but ultimately agrees. Meanwhile, Susan wanders the same realm, crying out for help.
It's
In the distance,
closer.
we hear someone whistling, drawing closer. It's none other than the soul of the merciless, psychopathic killer who took her life.
It's the end of the night. So precious that you hate the son of mine. That was me blind. What a choice, let's try. Like a shark now, will it make you bleed? When you see you drown, I can run out with this mercy upon ourselves, mercy upon ourselves. This mercy upon ourselves, upon ourselves, His mercy upon ourselves. No pleasure in his pain, to escape. This is almost invisible. Oh, your heart, the road is dark. This is wonderland. This moment, a monster that always was near. Is in this time.
We finally reached the last
Captain.
bit of the video. Black holes in the entry belonging to the files folder, which, like all the others, can be found.
I didn't notice people. I wasn't fully ready for the shot. Hi, Anina. I don't know how to pronounce your name. And practice is how I draw so good. I am so sorry I didn't see it right away.
Okay.
That's so soon. What's happened? What happened to you? We came across the palace. There was a voice. No told no malice. Yet it was a choice. Nothing could prepare us for an hour. Was waiting inside. Let's hide. When we left home, we faced a variety of foes in graduating places. God, I'll choose you in a roster. Never measures meaning exist. You call twist. You're weak to a story like this. But just you will come inside. Welcome to the best part of your life. Just revitalize. Got you. Cersei's got you now. Take a seat. Please take a little something to eat. You died in the year, spent all your feet. You, don't worry, Cersei's got you now. Love the past, no mistakes. Never lost, mistakes you made. All the power, yeah. You got all the power, yeah. Burn the property, burn the property. It's a
By the time I
price.
got the call, he was already in custody. We sat him down for a few hours, and he revealed valuable information about a case we had just been told about earlier.
Yeah,
About Mr.
burn the power, burn the property, yeah.
had disappeared with Kraken the night before.
No, we don't.
Felix's alibi claimed he'd been unconscious for
No, we
15
left,
hours after
no, we've learned.
and when he
The
went back,
things rest, no, what we learned.
Video will continue to make some
We love the one we have left before there's none. With no losses, you and I, let's run. Of course we like to leave now. Of course we like to run. I don't know stake now, knowing everything we've done. With legs couldn't go. It was you I had to save. And only hope that you do the same.
the remains of Susan
still. When I'm fine, you see, and you deny,
expressing sorrow.
all the power, yeah, but all the power, I'm playing my property. I'm not playing, I'm not beneath.
As Troll speaks, we see
There's
the
a
unfortunate
voice,
death of
we
Susan
pay a
Fletcher's
line,
father. Shockingly,
you're
he refuses to
line,
believe Valerie. All of this
alone.
unfolds while the solo
All the
pilot,
power,
now
yeah,
identified as
all the
Sophie,
power, I'm playing my
stares directly at
property.
us from a nearby
I'm
shelf.
playing my property,
Slowly,
yeah.
his face grows larger until it fills the entire screen, and then fades to black. Afterward, the tape displays a map of the backstage, now strangely merged with Wonderland. This might be a sign that Susan has died for good, and her spirit is now fully trapped inside Manny. Suddenly, we see her begin to rise. She's breathing heavily and
I'm a
agonizingly
savior man.
as she
It's
stumbles
feeling
through the
like
darkness
Cersei,
and
none to be
falls upon
messed
the
with.
others.
It'll be her,
Moment
you
after
need
moment, she walks through a seemingly endless maze until she encounters CRT television.
invention.
On screen is the corner of a room filled with static noise. Eventually, a shadowy figure appears, interrupting the signal. From the darkness, Bond watches her every move. As she approaches, a deep, guttural voice urges her to follow it. A door opens, leading into Wonderland. Perhaps everything we've seen has been taking place there, rather than in the physical world. Before Susan can react, Bond appears right in front of her, this time headless, part of his endoskeleton exposed, with glowing eyes piercing through the darkness. And just like that, the video cuts to black, marking the end of all currently available content.
No, Concha, you think you were alone. It's of power, wouldn't you like to
Alright,
use more
it's
than
time to
words?
talk about this
Not
death.
like last for
I really
hours,
kind
you
of
could
hope
be
that
a her, you could be a
I
her.
don't actually
Do
know.
you like the house of
It's the first person
magic?
we ever
Wouldn't
hear
you
about
like
all this,
outcome
and as
preferred?
Susan's dead,
And that
ironically,
sounds tragic. I can't be
we always thought
conquered.
there were no secrets to be
Oh,
proud of. But
the
now that I'm
root of
truly
this
paying
flower
attention to it,
likes the
on
power to
one
take
hand,
her
a lot of
on.
people reject
There's
Susan or
human
detest her.
digest needs
That's
invest
pretty much what everyone
being
thought
your
at the start of the
creation.
series. But
Be
then
it his
their interactions sparked
imagination.
more intrigue.
Only
Not
for a
only does the
moment
team side
to
Bond currently
even
lecture,
your
it
opponent.
fondly referred to itself as
It's
Bond,
rude.
but
Holy
their
moly.
personalities are completely different. One is a
Would
sadistic
you
serial
like
killer,
the
while the
power
other was,
that
at
you
least on the surface,
words?
hardworking
And
father,
for
seemingly a
hours
good
in
person
my
who would
turf,
have done anything
beat
for his
her.
kids.
Wouldn't you like to
The
have
fact that
some
Bond reveals
magic?
that she's
Wouldn't you
around half
like
the
an
time
outcome
during appears on
preferred?
screen, it's a clue that basically screams at you. They're connected somehow. Some have speculated that Jack's soul came from cells,
No.
but I don't really buy that either. Most of his occurrences seem to have souls in them,
No.
and for the most part, Susan truly was trying to channel
No.
Sophie's power, wishing her to remember what happened to her father. Maybe I'm wrong,
No.
and there's something more going on.
No.
But at this stage, any theory we can come up with feels
Think
way
me,
more
friend,
mature,
very well
especially
may
considering
die.
that, believe it or not, the series is
Luck.
only just beginning. Then there's Fine Jack Multiple, where we entirely look into his disappearance. It's full of interesting information, plus hidden links that lead to other pages. If enough people ask for it in the comments, then in addition to the upcoming video on calendar episodes,
Alice, sorry that I
where
asked
we
this,
dig
but
into
I'm
current plot
I've been
for Fine Jack
misinformed.
Multiple.
I've got
But
to
for
take a
now,
run round here,
thanks again.
the back your door. And there's a seldom get a warm
Alright,
welcome.
that's all for today. I
Be
honestly can't
sure
wait to see how this
to
amazing
be
series
to them.
continues, and I really hope the fifth
All I
installment
did was
drops
reveal her
sooner
to
rather than
form.
later, so we can all finally enjoy it together. That said, let me know
You
your
wonder
thoughts in
why
the
you're
comments.
here.
I love reading them.
Make
If
one
you want
thing
more videos
clear.
like this,
Got
don't forget
people
to
to
support this
protect.
one as much as
Imps I can't
possible
neglect.
and share it with as
No
many people
making
as you can.
chances, dear. You
So make sure to
make one
follow me
wrong
on all
move,
those
then you're
social media
done for.
platforms where I
If you
post
don't
exclusive
approve, then
bonus
you're done
content
for.
right on
I
YouTube.
spell on
Thanks
you,
for
then you're
watching.
done for.
Big shout out to
If
Angela
I
Martin
won't, you will
for
be
making
done
the theme music
for.
for Wonderland.
Your
If you'd
scale,
like to
but
become a
you
member,
will
just click the
face
link
that
below
putting any
and
spells
subscribe
on
for
me.
monthly
New
perks and
power,
exclusive
one that needs
watches.
power.
If
Now,
you're interested, join
now,
now.
and
We'll be
flee.
eternally grateful.
Be a
And
liar,
remember,
that
this
can
video was made for
acquire
the kids,
without
kids like you.
dire
Thanks for
consequence.
watching. Take care
You
and see
can
you
I
soon.
like you, lift out this roof from the ground with my bare hands. Get you to me. Yes, you and I are now evenly matched. Our faces are intertwined, they're attached. I got people to protect, nuns I can't neglect. No, there's no turning back. There's your one wrong move, now you're done for. One prove, now you're done for. Spell saves you, cause you're done for. No run, boy, you will be done for. So like my daughters, I protect them at all costs. Last time we let strangers live, we faced a heavy loss. Giving me no reason to bestow my trust. Maybe one's true colors reveal acts of lust. No matter ways of persuasion, there were some ways of control. I'm living in seats. There my roads to the soul. Other actions of passion. There's so much left to learn. I'm taking men from the fire, knowing that you're willing to burn. Oh, mistakes I made, and we the last that ever made. So much power, so much power. There's no puppet here. There's still price. Nothing like much power, so much power. There's no puppet here. I can't. Like the whole life that waits for me. Is everything like melody. It's all my power, all my power. It's been 12 long years, oh, 12 long years since I have seen my wife. The god of tides is out to end my life. So I beg you, Cersei, grant us mercy. Let us puppets leave.
You're interested in. Skip to this time. Everyone else, sit down for a history lesson. For that,
Read him. This is my final home. Million profits.
the uploader told their viewers in the ancient language of common sans instead of voiceover. But where did FNAF ransomware really start? Distinctly. FNAF turns the brain into the and it's a whole round of nuance. Sometime in 2020, a couple of Portuguese FNAF high school version, everything was normal up until the end of Night 5. After the final paychecks, eyeless withered cheek and jumpscare, Gage stole all of your phone's files or corrupted your phone. People were very interested in this. A couple years later, a Portuguese channel uploaded footage of the virus, and it got a lot of views. In December, someone recreated the blessing cursed that they pushed community in the path state.
One day, won't you puppeteer? Much power, so much power. There's no puppet here. Puppeteer, but she don't believe you're puppeteer.
Videos based on other videos. Whether it's real or fake, it's a really cool use. More importantly, it laid the foundation for FNAF ransomware. The first true FNAF ransomware came to its creator. They confirmed this evidence recorded on their channel. I'm not sure if you know their names because you're streaming. Let's talk about the actual video for a second. It's called Five Nights at Freddy's Seconds. Here are some of the best parts.
I was thinking for a bit. I need to rest my voice a little bit. Would you let the Cyclops live when we're... Keep forgetting it. Keeps forgetting I said it. I won't sing! I didn't rest my voice. Life is amazing. I gotta stop trying to sing along. I love this song, but I can't sing along because I need to rest my voice. Close my eyes, dream the nightmares of those who died. And what seems in the world, the past is always close behind. Close behind, down in the underworld.
There's something in the background, like to the left, and it does.
Hi, I don't see chats right away anymore. Like, if I was seeing chats right away, they'd pop up on my screen here, but they have not been popping up, so I have to constantly, continuously check in with chat to see what's going on. So, if I don't respond to you right away, I'm sorry, I can't see it when I'm not paying attention to chat. If I'm not paying attention to chat, I won't see if you guys chat. I'm so sorry. I missed that. Might put a little warning in chat about that. We're doing something wrong. Check. We must respect them now. No one dares piss them off. There's the horse trees in Trojan cause he is vile. Away was remorse and the lies with God. Folly became the monster. I am almost done. Sound. ground.
But only if you answer a question or two. Okay, so I'm gonna
Why do I'm shy, terrified?
You've been trying to take my life this whole time. I know underwater the past for you, right? Yeah, I know exactly. My real life shows I'm not scared of the water. And my real life shows that I have a daughter. But while you were supposed to be something, I got to stop. You didn't know your friends got snapped. We are the different beasts now. We are the ones who choose now. No more of us excuses. We want to be more suffering from you. We are the many monsters. We are the ones who conquer. You are a threat no longer. We won't be more suffering from you. We've been away from you for about 12 years or so. First we slaved in our war. Now we're here with more foes.
On the wrong dumpsided.
We found a ship with no crew. Our people lies nearby to recite. Singing sailors to the deep. We build iron with these wax. That's how we live with your song. You pretended to be my wife, so I played on. Our reverence and bracelets. Standing waters from face to side. Now every round we ride. Now I'm a house. That's my life.
Even though most of these videos are still up on Zed's channel. Now, if you don't know, Zed's 37 is a classic Muppets and Freddy's animation channel. It's the biggest source of fake animation. Muppets and Freddy's Wonderland. As of the day of writing this, the change from Zed's series. Lots of their banner and releases blogs. Just the first video before the exact Zed's 37 started uploading 3 months ago. They made 7. But like I said earlier, they've uploaded videos from Zed's 7 that are still up on the channel. So clearly, this is an archive channel. You can like tell something's off. If you caught this channel a month or so ago, it's very interesting. I wouldn't make this video if the channel wasn't somewhat interesting. So today, yes, we are going to learn this channel together and see what it's all about. Now, a small portion of the videos are for this portion. Just Zed's 337 videos we uploaded. So, unlike this videos with any different videos, this first video is where you're showing me the question. or lower. I'm pretty sure 1080p existed back in 2016, but I don't know, I was still up to date. Zajac said he was doing animation communication, so the rest of the video will be this animation. This animation begins with a red Freddy stick.
Deep down.
Nothing. His eyes are very bloodshot and he becomes report like he's been crying. This Freddy stares but nothing. Slowly looking closer in the direction the animation starts. This animation is sick, by the way. At around the halfway mark of the video, this red Freddy comes back and is looking at something closer to us until this looks right at us. Pulls back and gets hurried. Very uncomfortable. Very long time. Nothing else happens. There's no jump scare. No sound even. It's just really uncomfortable eye contact for a solid minute. But after that minute, But after that minute, it cuts back to the animation for the rest of the video. The outro. This outro has a link to Zajac37's Facebook and Steam, which both feature the actual Facebook and Steam of Zajac. They are not many ARG links in the video. This video introduces what many is called Blood Bear, but will be revealed to call it just Red Freddy later. I have a chance to call him Red Bear already. This is also one of the very few times you see this kind of phenomenon as he's quite the rowdy bugger in every other appearance. He's quite the rowdy bugger in every other appearance. Bomb Surprise is an odd video, and it's the second video in archive change. Bomb Surprise is also an actually archive video, as this video no one has seen on Zajac37's official channel. A lot of these videos don't have captions either, which was how Zajac37 made dialogue in the older videos. So these videos are really confusing. But the story of this video goes like this. Pizzeria is a pretty boring thing. Bonnie and Chica talking about whatever, and Foxy and Freddy are about the girls' life. But Foxy, seen usually as the mischievous troublemaker of this group, decides to give Freddy an evil gift. Freddy is flabbergasted by this gift and has to open it. Unfortunately, it's a bomb. And Freddy's exploded and became a red stain on the wall. And an unrecognizable red mess on the floor. His eyes are rolled back, his mouth is wide open. His head and his torso are the only partially recognizable pieces of Freddy on the floor. The rest of him has become a red and white mess. The wall and the table are covered in completely off color for the tone of this video, which I can only assume was meant to be a kid-friendly comedy video like the rest of Zacac's channel. I have genuinely zero idea how the actual video looked like instead, but I doubt it's anything like this one. It cuts so suddenly to this one frame of Freddy and it sits on it for the last 20 seconds of the video. So it cuts to Barney and Chica's very reasonable reaction, which was to shrug off what happened to Freddy. Obviously, this probably wouldn't be their actual reaction to the occurrence. This frame seems really stuffed in the video, replacing what actually happens to Freddy but not affecting the rest of the video or the story. I couldn't gather a story if I wanted to, especially because this video is the deleted first part of a 3-part trilogy of the Zajac official channel. But from what I can try to pick up is that Night Guard 1 is about the scout Night Guard quitting his main Freddy who's got his ass. And he's replaced with Soldier who pulls out his shotgun when he sits down. They kind of mind their own business for the rest of the video until a apparent banker plans to scare the Night Guard for Foxy. And when she goes to get the Night Guard, we see Red Freddy again. He starts screaming like he's in agony. The music box starts speeding up. His mouth is wide open. He's standing in the corner with a gun with a very obvious stitch in the front of him. Like he's replaced the guard in this one video.
Hello. I am so sorry. I did not see yours right away. I am so sorry. As
Shadow's also cast as well, so it's not like he's withdrawn from the video. He's genuinely in the video. The video ends with Banks listening to Freddy screaming in agony. We see her vocals when it happens. This video hugs so often. Zajac37 archive is like really good at waiting for seemingly a really long time before putting some scary shit in the video. They can deliver really good because you can never expect what is going to happen. Some scary shit could happen at literally any time, so this 144p snap animation just keeps you on the edge the entire time. Season 1 snap is about the snap up of this. It's a big
Bonnie, the little skinny bitch he is. He blames it on Toy Bonnie, who says that he's done no wrong. He's a no-nonsense dude. So Chica sits and waits and guards this box until Freddy waves at her like an idiot. Doesn't he see what she's doing? She shouldn't wave. Like, that's gonna throw her off. She waves back. Toy Freddy steals the box again. I can't stand this guy. When she notices, she goes to blow off some steam. Freddy's gonna blink at the night guard. When she walks up to him, these two black holes where her eyes should be, and they're both very displated. And her hand is incredibly poor. She has no mouth, but the space where the mouth should be shifts up and down, and she talks like it's like just skin is covering her face. She says, but she replaces the guard and finds Toy Freddy on the camera system. It makes him her alphabet gun. She replaces the guard and finds Toy Freddy on the camera system and makes him her little errand when she gets caught. She's such a boss ass word, but that's the video. Weird Chica isn't really as scary as the Freddy segments, but now that the scary shit has spread to Chica, she's gonna start doing more freaky shit too. Assistant is about Freddy helping her. They start with Chica telling Freddy to follow her, and they go to the bathroom, and Chica reports to Freddy that there's a huge mess of beans on the floor that they need to clean. Freddy suddenly stops and his eyes are not looking in the same direction, his mouth is wide. Freddy thought this was idiot, and Chica's doing the exact same, but she's drenched in evil red. After still screaming her Freddy's part, all the blood on Chica is gone, and her face is replaced by that of a baby. There's no later explanation of why there was a baby, but it goes back to the original video of Freddy helping everyone out, and nothing scary happens for the rest of the time. Even though most scary segments last a little Freddy comes along, this channel doesn't really extend the segments very longer.
Oh, my shoulder. It's like bitch.
The story starts with Freddy, Boy Freddy, Bonnie, Boy Chica playing a board game, but it's boring, so they all leave. With Toy Chica leaving first and Bonnie going second, they see likes Toy Chica. So he gets her a bunch to look up herself from his little stash behind the shelf in the janitor's closet. Low-key, weird as fuck, but that's okay. So he tries to give this gift to her. Awkward because Chica's sitting with him on third stage. God, I hate third wheelers. So they go to another room where Toy Bonnie is there with them. So they go to the bathrooms, but Freddy's making a big man in the bathroom. A jump scare of Blood Bear. The girl responds to Blood Bear. He's living by the door frame of the bathroom. You can see inside. They're covered in blood. But Freddy is standing at the door frame staring at the right. He's struggling to breathe. I'd also like to point out the texture on the bathroom side and the walls are much more pixelated looking compared to the original video to source filmmaker map. This Blood Bear segment doesn't use source filmmaker map. It is seemingly made by that archive because no source filmmaker map has blood everywhere in the bathroom, and it's much bigger than the original bathroom. I will discuss what and where this scene might be later. So Bonnie and Toy Chica leave and let Freddy go back to the film. In the video ended, Toy Chica and Bonnie living happily ever after. Yeah, actually it cuts off right before Bonnie gives Toy Chica the gift, and it cuts straight to the after. I'm pretty sure the return is another actually archived or deleted video from that 37. The video is about Freddy having peace with the puppet, having peace. And this video is about Freddy having peace with the puppet, so he brings the original floor back to life. He demands all of Weird too, I guess, and go attack the night guard, but the video doesn't have subtitles, so it shows like a shadowy reporter demanding all four of them for 20 seconds, with like this really intense music playing in the background. So they all jump the night guard, but the night guard being jumped obviously makes a noise. So the 15 characters go to explore the ruckus and they encounter with their characters. And they're all about to fight each other until the puppet leaves the box and pushes all 8 of them to the other side of the wall, except he puts all of them very violently kills all 8 of them. He looks to the left, his right, and the original 4 are brutalized against the door. Bonnie's lower half is red, Freddy's face is smashed in, and Chica are just screaming as his
now is 1:44 p.m. But the puppet seems to glance to the right, his left, and toy characters are not. She's going to become unrecognizable, and that's only because of she's become dark green and bright red glowing blues tripping down her face. Freddy's screaming and his lower half has become a red puddle along with toy body. His head is the only thing I can identify from him, and his face is completely Bangles and her either. Her head is tinted red and her body is dark green, along with the side of the ceiling that she's in. Also, Spring Bonnie's in the corner is looking pretty fine and dandy. I don't think he's going to stand before he gets that timeline, but I guess he felt more today. Spring Bonnie is sitting in the bottom left corner, pointing upwards. I'm pretty sure he has like a hat or something. Like, really unoriginal OC, but the puppet estimates his head at all items of the first shot. I guess, even though I'm pretty sure that was his fault, and the video ends. So clearly, Freddy and Chica aren't the only ones that are affected by whatever happened with these videos. With Bloodbear, obviously, they can creating these videos. And as we also saw in Bomb Surprise, torture, violence, and essentially videos replaced by ultra-violent scenarios, adding semi-realistic anatomy. Torture and Foxy Foxy starts with this freak. Foxy Foxy starts with a hot Bonnie wearing a top hat, blue wings, and a blue grill saying hi. They kind of stuffed themselves into the video like it's one of Sagittarius' friends from school that wanted to be in a video and also happened to have a source filmmaker render of his original character. Freddy's moving boxes to the parts and services room until he spots Foxy trying to through the night guard on the cameras. When he runs to the office, Freddy continues moving his box until the anomaly interrupts the video, offering to help Freddy with a box that looks heavy. They have glowing red subtitles for what they're saying, but remember, we are still in 144p, so we can't read it. Later in the video, Foxy fails to jump scare the night guard like he's been doing, so Mangle points upwards, implying that she has an idea. And then the freak wonders what they're plotting. After Mangle's plan fails, and they go to report to Freddy about their failure, the freak starts talking. Freddy, Foxy, and Mangle all plot the night guards do by distracting them with cameras. He looks at Freddy, Foxy, Freddy again, and when he looks back at Foxy's curtains, the freak is standing there. It's the full render of the creature slapped on screen, and it looks really poorly edited on when he sits on the screen for a couple of frames too long. A moment after it leaves the screen, a weird floating head of the pool flashes on screen as it's realized. Foxy and Mangle finally almost get the night guard, but the power goes out, so Freddy gets to attack the night guard instead. And the freak finally introduces himself as Ryan the Angel Gamer. It took literally the entire video to identify this guy. His last message replaced the super awesome original outro. And I already really missed that outro because this fucking guy replaced it. So Ryan the Angel Gamer is quite the odd fellow because he suddenly existed and nobody knows who he is. Looking him up on YouTube, however, does lead to something very interesting. There is an account named Ryan the Angel Gamer, which has a similar profile picture that's actually archives. And they're FNAF channel. They don't have any videos, so this could very much be like a fan channel of some sort, Ryan the Angel Gamer fan. But according to a re-upload, there was a video from Ryan at some point in time, which was removed at some point for some reason. This video is a very poor recording of a kid showing off his super awesome FNAF 4 drawing. So it cuts to Ryan's mascot staring at something directly into the camera and speaking in reverse. This face distorts very similar to the way Bloodbear and Chica shift and assistant speak. So this is very likely actually connected to the archive channel. The re-reversed message says, just listen.
Scary, legendary.
Another interesting thing is that Ryan is receiving art with 8 photos, all with high quality posters of Ryan, even a higher quality version of the render request in the debut video. So this account is definitely official, unless someone managed to get their go-go gadget and make someone answer and put this image in front of it. They started posting January 31st of this year, February 5th. The following 7 and a Bonnie X Fox ship account. I'll just start using art more often. This account's quite enticing. Hot Cupcake starts with toy Chica waking up and spotting that Carl, the goat, isn't on her plate, so she goes searching. She asks everyone, but nobody seems to know where Carl is, so she stands on her stage and notices that normal Chica is a cupcake. The moment Chica is fully framed, she goes completely red, and her beak is replaced by one small mouth, and her eyes are replaced by random human eyes, both staring into nothing. Her left eye is
right side is dark red. All you can hear is the extremely loud scream of Chica. It cuts to Toy Chica, who unfortunately also been affected by whatever happens in these videos, except her face is upside down and her hand is completely cropped off. Her chest is unrecognizable. She's also screaming until she suddenly opens her mouth, and it cuts back to the normal video. So if you're wondering, Bonnie finds Carl in the basement and gives him back to Chica. They'll live happily ever after. This video is actually archived because as we believe most of his videos, and his oldest currently uploaded milestone was only 50k subs. Was 50k subs. The special starts with the cast seeing that the channel has hit 3,000 subscribers, which nobody can see because the video quality has somehow gotten worse than 240. But the rest of the video is the cast performing I'm Not Kidding, Hello by Laura FG. This is a moment in history. This is a moment to celebrate. Let's fucking go. But while they're all performing, they show off the two Barneys and Foxes and Chicas. Even though Freddy has a microphone, both Freddy and Toy pregnant. Freddy, like, one bear is next to Freddy with his guns all over the keyboard. He's screaming so loud that it makes the music go basically mute for a moment afterwards. The video ends with the night guard taking the camera and thanking the viewer if you have subtitles on. Sent to the archive probably intentionally didn't put subtitles in. Bad pictures with Freddy planning to kill the night guard with Chica, except Chica's distracted by the lovebirds that are bonding with Chica. So Freddy goes to kill the night guard with Chica, but Chica's just way too busy just stalking Bonnie and Chica, so they don't get to kill the night guard before 6 a.m. But at 6 a.m., everyone returns to the stage and goes back to sleep. In this video, we get to get a deep dive into Freddy Freddy. See what he's doing. Bonnie and Chica have gone missing, so he goes hunting for them. The noise was apparently nothing, but when he returns to the front of the building, he finds that the pizzeria is now engulfed in flames as it was. But Springtrap suddenly appears out of a random doorway and kills Freddy, causing him to wake up and fall off the stage. In the original, he gets back up and goes to poke at Springtrap, who's in the basement where Carl was in the past video. But in this version, he's collapsed on the ground and his torso has basically burst. Freddy's chest is open with the side of his skull. He's lost a shit ton of teeth. Both arms are fully broken. And his upper half is his entire upper half is gone. It cuts to Bonnie and Chica staring down at Freddy's body and suddenly gets up like a balloon. The video ends with Freddy Springtrap and Leon next side of Freddy leaves, Springtrap wakes up and texts the crew saying, Season 1 will continue in Season 3. I don't think that's how Season 4 goes. Now this video is even more interesting because Mr. Archive edited the outro out of the video. The original video was 4 minutes and 10 seconds. The news version has lost 20 of those seconds. I kept a recording of my reaction to this video, so thankfully I have the uncut version. This uncut version contained a QR code in the outro. We'll explore the QR code later, but plot thickens. Bad Balloon Boy is about Balloon Boy causing disruption for everyone in the pizzeria. After he annoys the out of Toy Bonnie, he goes to disrupt Chica and Toy Chica. But while they're talking, Bonnie comes from the hallway with a gift before Bonnie comes from the hallway with a gift for Toy Chica. When Chica leaves, he asks if anyone is sitting in that spot where Chica's sitting across from him. Toy Chica responds, oh. The camera lingers on Toy Bonnie for an uncomfortable amount of time, but after it goes back to Toy Chica's shit-eating grin, the video continues to keep rolling. There's not much explanation for why Toy Bonnie did what he did and why everyone ignored it, but it's clearly another anomaly that doesn't affect the rest of the video like every other blood hair-related moment. This is the least violent scene in this channel so far, with no blood present on screen, but it still probably correlates to blood at some point like every other strange thing in these videos. The video ends with Freddy giving birth to JJ, who is just as annoying as before, so they all lock away Freddy with JJ. New intro was supposedly given to the archive channel's creator by the community, as seen as a plea to the community that was really thankful for giving us a new intro video. The description also thanks you for help to find a video take. But this video is literally just a new intro. The description also contains a Google Drive link. Plot thickens. The Google Drive link is a RAR file called Red Freddy. The extracted RAR file becomes a file with the game inside the same name. Now this was a surprise to the most because why did this like small ARG channel suddenly post a whole ass game in the description? Like not a lot of ARG creators, I'm pretty sure no ARG creators actually have made games for the sake of their ARG. So this piqued the interest of everyone in this small little community. game is free roam, and the building is huge. With huge fragments of other quadrants of Freddy's maps and offices jammed into it, with long hallways connecting each other. At first, it seems like you're alone, but after a short minute, this loud, uncurling scream plays for at least a minute, and Bloodbear makes himself known. Bloodbear, like usual, is a red retexture of the famous classic Freddy Fazbear SF model from early 2015, except his textures are things like mouths and human patches of visible flesh covering his skin. He's got big, wide, empty eyes, and his jaw is wide open with very crooked gray teeth. He only stands Bloodbear is seen in his face pose, and he floats towards you, which is arguably much scarier than sprinting towards you. The entire game is a repeat. His jaw is wide, very crooked gray teeth. He only stands Bloodbear is seen in his A pose, and he floats towards you, which is arguably much scarier than sprinting towards you. The entire game is a remake of Slutty Tubbies, and the A pose is just a nice little reference to it too. Slutty Tubbies was released in 2012, around 3 to 4 years before these archive videos from Zedge were originally uploaded. So the reason for this game being a Slutty Tubbies clone is probably because its staying time period accurate. Bloodbear only screams when he's close enough to you, and he stays a very consistent speed the entire game, but he's still fast enough throughout running if you feel like taking your time, still making you a threat so you can look out for it. There's also a range of random photos that flash on the screen at random. These photos range from Bloodbear to they're not that annoying, and all they do is play the screen from Slutty Tubbies, which would probably overlap the screen from Bloodbear anyway. The 8 keys don't ever change spots, so the game is pretty easy. Beating the game results in all of the lights turning on, and Bloodbear permanently disappears, similar to anything I'm scared, which does the exact same thing without just without Bloodbear. After I beat the game, I went exploring the building to check out any secrets I might have missed. I also learned this while playing, but if you press P, you start peeing permanently, and you can't stop it. Oh my god, press P to piss. I'm literally peeing right now. Oh my god, so a huge variety of posters on the walls. While a few of them are unrecognizable art pieces, the rest are memes with some correlation to Five Nights at Freddy's, besides just a couple. But after exiting the building, you get a cutscene in full screen revealing that we were Bonnie. He takes off his party hat and stares at the course in front of him until the game closes. And that's the end of the game. However, there's much more. Not much more, actually. In this part of the building, there resembles an after office.
Along here, there's nothing wrong here. I'm in paradise till the end of time.
Here's the second half of the YouTube video. Plugging this link into YouTube opens up. The secret thing in the 2-minute video of Bloodbear is incomplete and in the description is following. The third part of the challenge, confirming that there probably wasn't an ARG to begin with. I'm assuming this game is the finishing of the Sage 237 arc of the story, but it hasn't been confirmed by anybody. Remember that QR code from the Bad Dreams video? Scanning it originally led to a Neo City theme created by the official archive channel. Started with a very strange photo of Ryan the Angel Gamer staring deep into the camera with extremely blurry red text. This text has not been encrypted because it's basically impossible to read, and it could also not even be in English. So
Let me close my eyes.
the website changed not even the day later to a very passionate photo of Bonnie and Roxy, which is actually a very blurry, high-quality frame from the night cartridge. It didn't cover earlier because Bloodbear probably, unless Bloodbear made Bonnie feel Roxy, because I think they're probably on their own time. There's a poster of Ryan the Angel Gamer with a text set studying. The file name is I Don't Play Along and Set. Shit, my phone was a black border around the image with hidden text saying 6107 refers to, assuming it refers to nothing else, it refers to Psalms 107:6. This quote is about crying to God for
Alright. I am done with my drawing. I'm gonna do some things real quick before I end stream. But I am done, and I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for being here and watching.